be.
Obat family, I'm glad you all here. I don't know what time it is, but I know it's getting kind of late. Just give me another second, please. And you all take this few minutes to get yourself together. Get your ambient light right. Get comfortable. You need background light or just a candle in the background. Most of you know how it goes. And not to have a pillow on your head and be completely quiet in that dark, because we're going to invoke for you to see the real you tonight. We got things to do, places to go, and people to see. Give me a second. All right. I need everybody to make sure that you're in the dark, but you have ambient light or background light. Just background light. So if you hold your hand up, you can almost see the fuzz around it right now around your fingers. You see, against that light. All right? And the most important thing is to be extremely comfortable, because we're going to learn tonight how to relax and let go. Relax and let go. You have to learn to relax and let go. Imagine that there's a giant magnet over you, and it's pulling on your spirit, pulling it up out of your body. It's an irresistible force. And that your body is sinking into your bed or whatever it is that's supporting your body. That your body is sinking into it. I want you to start by relaxing the muscles in your neck. Just relax the muscles in your neck. We're going to reverse down to 10. 10. Relax and let go. Raise up, spirit. Now, relax the muscles in your feet. Totally relax. Let go. Let God. Relax. I want you to just drift on the ethers, rock safely in the bosom of all. Return to the world of the first mind. You know where you were 100 years ago, safe and secure. Relax and let go. Drop down. Raise up, spirit. 8. Relax your breathing. I want you to only be able to hear your breathing and feel your heartbeat. And for now, focus on that. Focus on hearing your breath and feeling your heartbeats. Narrow your focus. Relax and let go. 7. Relax your mind. Remove the thoughts and cares of the world away from you. They're only an illusion, as is this world. He who was within you was greater than he who was in the world. And the kingdom of heaven is not out there. It's within you. You're also told that God is in heaven. It follows that if God is in heaven and heaven is in you, then God is in you. And that's who we're invoking tonight. So the church or the temple is not a building, but actually the place on the side of your head next to your ears. Relax. Let go. Drop down, body. Raise up, spirit. 6. Relax your torso. Relax even more. Just drift on the ethers. Just relax and let go. 5. Drop down, body. Raise up, spirit. Raise up in vibration. All right. There's some simple realities that we have to communicate ourselves every once in a while. Right? There's no such thing as a physical reality. There is no such thing as a physical reality. This is a thought world. So we're going to return to the world of the first mind.
Don't cages leave your body. You do it every night. You just don't always remember. But what you call dreams are alternate realities. And they're just as significant as what you're calling life on this side, except that to that being over there, this is the dream. And to you, here, you think they're the dream. But they're both real. And some of you have as many as 124,000 different lives going on simultaneously. As many as you can handle. Relax. Let go. Drop down body. Remove the illusion. Raise up inner being. Come forth inner being in peace. Come forth inner being in peace. Oh, Heavenly Father, I invoke you. Please reveal yourself to these people this night and let the healing surge through them like a mighty torrent. I want you all to imagine standing across the street from the place that you now are in. And in the dark, you can see a brilliant green and blue pole of powerful spiritual light, laser straight, bigger around than a telephone pole, coming straight from out of the heavens. And no matter how high you look up or crane your neck, you just can't see where it's coming from because it seems to have no beginning. But what you do realize is that it's going straight through the roof of the building you're in right now. And it's beautiful, brilliant, bright, shimmering. It looks like life itself. And as bright as it is, it doesn't hurt your eyes, only stirs your curiosity. So together we'll walk across the street in the spirit, onto that door, because what we want to do is find out, where is that light going? And to our amazement, we find that it's coming through the ceiling in the room that you're laying down in right now and hitting you right in the top of the head. It's warm and conducive. You love it, and it loves you. Embrace the light. As it surges through the top of your head, through your neck, through your shoulder blades, down through your fingertips, and they tingle. They turn around and sweep back up and start moving down through the chest cavity. Your whole body is beginning to vibrate faster because of the spirit. That light encompasses the whole inner of your body, is lit up, and it extends and perspires through your skin so that you can see it on the outside of your body as well as the inside. And it pushes through like a solid wall. And everything negative or harmful or toxic to your system, anything that's unwanted, is being pushed ahead of that powerful light, that heavenly light, that cannot be stopped by anything. And it goes down even past the most minute cellular level to cleanse, refresh, revitalize, strengthen, and heal. As it sweeps down through your torso, past your navel, it runs down into your thighs. You can feel it. It doesn't miss not a spot as it crosses your knees and approaches your feet. It finally breaks through the bottom of your feet. Make sure your feet are not directed in a direction that you could push that into a neighbor or someone. But consciously point that's coming out of you in another direction, because believe me, it is coming out. because I'm using the same power to push it through you that I used to move the entire creation for many of you. And how many of you here have witnessed me move the whole creation for you?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. When I'm doing this with the force to move the entire creation, seen and unseen, I'm pushing that through you. You can feel it. The bottom of your feet tingle as it pushes through. It's pushing out everything negative out of your system, even every negative thought, every unholy spirit and every unclean thing, every toxin, every bad bacteria or viral, anything that's harmful to your system. Like I said, even the most tiny negative thought, they're all being pushed out through the bottom of your feet, and the bottom of your feet are beginning to tingle. Now, the light coming out the bottom of your feet are not quite as bright green or bluish, but has kind of a yellow tinge to it because of the impurities. I'm going to push it through harder now. Om Mamu. Om Kulum. Om Mamu. Amun Ray, move in the name of Amun Ray. Move out of these beings now. Everything negative and harmful, move out, and in its wake, leave tranquility, purification, peace, inner confidence, and a new connection with their own higher self. The one that in this realm is referred to as God. Let them merge with their higher self tonight, Heavenly Father. 4, drop down, physical body. Raise up, spirit. Relax. Raise up in vibration. You can feel it raise up in vibration. Now just listen. I am of the essence. I am of the pure green essence. The essence surrounds and surges my being. I am of the essence unto the essence that heals, the purifying essence, the perfect essence, the healing essence, the pure green essence. I accept, I surrender, I submit. Divine love through me now dissolve all seeming obstacles. Make my way easy and successful. The force, the purifying force, the healing force, the pure green force. I accept, I surrender, I submit. Now I want you to see another white light, also a healing light, coming down at an angle.
I have to hang up, baby, but get on right now. By the fact, just get on right now, baby.
Okay, now when you're talking, brother, I'm glad you get on, but we can't interrupt, okay? I love you. All right, imagine a pure white, dazzling white light, brilliant, coming down, and this is square-shaped, and it's a healing force. It's coming down and hitting you in the chest, and then it's coming out of your body through the abdomen, out. But it, too, is another healing force. omnipotent, O light. You are led by the light, and that light is in your light, O light. I am in the light, and the light is in me. Now, raise up, spiritual being. Come forth, inner being, in peace. Come forth, inner being, in peace. Now, I'd like you all to repeat inside of your mind behind me. Repeat what I say. Tonight, I am going to enter into the inner worlds, but biblically speaking, in my Father's house of many mansions, I'm going to enter into the inner worlds in my pure, conscious, aware mind, and I'll be able to fly. I can go and do anything I want. And all the things that I experience and the people that I meet, I will meet them with the conscious, awake, aware mind. And I will remember every detail of my beautiful experience. Drop down. 3. Relax. Let go. Raise up, spirit, in vibration. Om Mamu. Om Kulum. Om Mamu. Amu. Moon. Amun Ray. All right. Relax and let go. Drop down, body. 2. Raise up, spirit, in vibration. Make sure the back of your phone is on mute. Raise up in vibration, spiritual self, inner being. Some people may wonder, what does he mean by my inner being? Well, you have an inner vision, inner hearing, and an inner heart. When you hear good news on the phone from somebody 1,000 miles away, it makes your heart feel good. It warms your heart. Sometimes you could be at home, you could be cleaning up or taking care of business all alone, and you hear somebody call your name, and you respond, and then you think foolishly, oh, I forgot, I'm the only one here. Then sometimes the door will knock or the phone will ring, and then you'll say, I just heard you call my name, and they'll say, well, I was thinking about you. Or you may lay down and relax with your eyes closed, and you see something in a dream, or you see something in a vision. And then when you open your eyes, you remember that both your physical eyes were closed and it was dark, and you have to wonder, which eye was it that I was using to see with? That's the real you. You see, you are an enigma. Because the body is only an illusion of fungus that's clinging to the light. There's no such thing as physical reality, so there's no physical body. So you can't be getting older. You can't get sick. You can't die. Because the body is an illusion. The real you. If we took and put your soul in the car, your spirit in the car, your etheric aspect of the car, your memories in the car, your feelings in the car, your emotions, personality. If we put all that in the car, there would be nothing left on the phone here with us, because it would be without repose. Because you see, that light is the life in a man or a woman. The light is the life. And tonight, we're going to reinforce the reality that there is no God out there. There is no out there. All the heavens are within you. I'm in all, and all is in me. So you want to invoke the life force in you that created you and sustains every breath and heartbeat every day. You have to realize that if you can't trust that which gave and sustains your life, what can you trust? So in your mind right now, say, I give myself over to my life. I give myself over to my life. And yes, God, your life, loves you more than you do, because it brought you forth from whence you know not. It created you when you were nothing worth mentioning or nothing that could be remembered. God is that silent voice that told you, don't go with those people, or don't eat that, or you should do this. And every time we listened, it turned out wonderful, even though we didn't give the praise to God. But every time we did listen to that voice, it went wrong. And what's the matter with you? Something told me not to do that. I knew that. I knew I should have followed my first mind. Tonight, we are going to return to the world of the first mind. 2, let go. Drop down, body. Raise up, spirit. Relax and let go. Mute your phone. Star 6 it. Relax and let go. Relax. Let that magnet draw all tension and all thoughts of the world out of your being. Just float on the ethers, the divine ethers. Try to remember exactly where you were 100 years ago. You were safer than even in the womb. Just relax and let go, because you were rocking safely in the womb of the mother mind of all. Relax. Let go. 1, drop down, body. Raise up, spirit. Now that light is getting stronger, coming through the top of your head, surging through your entire body, purifying, healing, stimulating, rejuvenating, reverse aging, strengthening, energizing you, making you feel refreshed, invigorated, and alive like never before. You feel yourself beginning to vibrate at certain extremities of your body, in your toes. You feel it in your blood. The spirit in your blood coursing through your veins is starting to vibrate. You can feel it in your legs. The spirit is in the blood. Relax, let go. Come forth, inner being, in peace. Now I want you all to take a walk with me. Take my hand spiritually. This will be a rather familiar walk, but the more you take it, the better you get at it. Now standing off-world in the new heaven and the new earth, we see a tall building across the street that climbs up past and through the clouds. It's a magnificent structure, a beautiful edifice. And as we walk curiously toward it, we file through the revolving door into the lobby with this thick, beautiful green and blue crystalline carpet that we seem to just sink gently into. The walls are green and blue with a pervasive, warm, and soothing light that softly emits from them, and we could hear through the light the sound like Om, 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 Kalum. And it's as if we're being welcomed home. And ahead, in this beautiful lobby with the crystalline chandeliers and the beautiful fragrance of the incense that walked from the altar of the heavens itself, we walk straight ahead to a golden elevator. And when I push the buttons, the doors gently swing open. As they slide open, we all file into that large elevator with the same thick, beautiful carpet, heavenly scent, and light emanating walls with that Om vibration. As the doors close, I push the button for up. Slowly at first we start to ascend. Then we accelerate faster, and faster we rise. Faster, a speed that before was not even imaginable to you, we attain when suddenly we start to slowly come to a gentle stop. You just know that wherever we are, it's above those clouds. But to your amazement, when the doors open, there's no lobby there. What you see instead is a winding cobblestone pathway lined on either side by beautiful, beautiful green plants and heavenly flowers that are scented. And the leaves are so green and healthy, they almost seem as if, yes, like they're waxed. They shine like wax. They're so thick and vibrant. Everything here oozes of life itself in vibrance. It's like we're getting closer and closer to the very source of life within ourselves. And as we undertake to go down this mysterious pathway, as we break through the cluster of the beautiful plants and trees, to the left there's a beach with sand that's warm and crystalline that goes through our toes, and it feels so wonderful and so soothing. But we see to the left the children, the little boys and girls, they're playing, and they're laughing, and they're tumbling, and they're so happy. They look at us, their eyes are sparkling like light, like little angels they are, like little pearls. And they smile at us with beautiful white teeth and glowing skin, with a knowing in their eyes. Like, how did you find this place? We just smile and look ahead, because there we see an infinite sea of what appears to be water, but we know that it's not. And as we walk closer and closer to this heavenly crystalline sand that looks almost like emeralds and rubies, tiny jewels and gems, we put a foot in what we think is water, but it feels different. And immediately it invigorates and it starts to soothe and heal our feet even further. And the further we walk, the higher it gets, the better we feel. And as it approaches your chest and your throat, there may be some concern as to Amun, he's steady walking, and what's going to happen when this water hits my nose? But you trust, and you put your hand in my hand. And as we walk, this beautiful essence, so inviting, it feels like divine love itself. It's over the top of your head as we walk further and down the slope with our feet still immersed in this sand, this beautiful, sparkling sand. When you can't hold your breath any further, you have to let go. And to your amazement, wonder, surprise, and glee, when you take that first breath, why, it flows easier and more vitally and refreshing than oxygen or air on earth ever did. What is this essence that you can't get enough? You start breathing deeper and deeper to try to get as much of this vital substance in you as you can. You want to fill yourself with it. But as we move on, we see there in the distance, in the dim light, there are some large seashells, petrified logs, some stones, and everybody finds a place to sit that they feel is most comfortable for them and relax. You dig your toes into the sand, or you stretch your legs out, or you get comfortable in any way that you feel best. And while relaxing, we don't say a word. We only observe, listen, and feel. And we hear the Om vibration again. And we realize that this is the healing light, the divine essence. This is love itself. This is life itself. This is the light of the heavens and the earth. And we are immersed in it, and as it sways and ebbs backward and forward gently, we see the sea plants as they flow languidly, almost hypnotically, back and forward with this infinite sea of divine love and healing essence that we are now emerged in. And the tropical fish, brilliant colors, some flashing lights, like neon signs, off and on, curiously swim up to us, and they look into our eyes with a welcoming smile, and then they dart away in schools of living light, only to have another approach. Oh, yes, this is a wonderland. It seems that we're, dare I say it, we're in heaven, and we just relax and let go. Relax and take in our environment. We feel so good because we're being cleansed and purified of all negative thoughts, all impurities, and anything that we may have contrived in our mind or allowed others to place in our mind that could have been harmful to our being. And now we know it can't be true because we left our bodies back on the bed. And they, too, are being rejuvenated by extension through our spirit and soul that is still connected to it. Now we're so relaxed. Relax and let go. That we find ourselves gently swaying back and forward, just like the plants. Back and forward, we just sway with the essence of life and love of our Creator. We have returned to the world of the first mind. Because you see now, we can't tell where the healing essence begins or we end. Because you see, We're only consciousness now and aware totally that now we are the healing essence. We are the divine light. We are life itself. And wonder of wonder, it's a discovery, a remembering. Because you see, that's always been exactly and only what we truly are. Because nothing else in reality exists except all. And all is divine love. And everything else is mere illusion. Now, after flowing back and forward in this paradise, suddenly I stand up with a bright smile on my face and turn again facing the beach. And as I face the beach, all of you get behind me as we slowly but reluctantly, we make the uphill climb, looking backwards, ever backwards, hating to leave this place, some still not quite realizing that it's impossible to leave that place, but that we only allow the illusion of this world to cover our eyes to the reality of who and what we truly are, just like forgetting that we have a third eye. But now we will remember who and what you really are. As we see now, looking up through the breakwater, the outline of that beautiful green and blue sunlight. And as we get closer to the beach, some of you can hear in the background the laughter of the children again. And as we break the water back up onto the beach, into the sunlight, and this beautiful paradise of a place with its palm trees and hanging fruit, very low and luscious and beautiful. The children look at it in amazement at how much light and how we shine and how we're lit up, illuminated, like lightning bugs. We know it's true. We have become life itself, and they know we've been purged, purified. And this is not a baptism by water. We've been baptized by the Holy Spirit, by the essence of the Creator itself. We have returned to the world of the first mind. We have merged with the divine essence of the Creator in person. And as we walk up the winding cobblestone path, we look back again reluctant to leave. I press the button, the elevator doors open, and then we file in when I let them slide together. I push the button and we start our descent. Slowly at first, then we pick up more and more speed as we drop faster and faster and faster. Some of you feel a tickling in your belly. It's kind of tickling, and then you feel lighter and lighter. And as we gain speed in our descent, some of you realize that now there's a separation between the bottom of your feet and that luminous carpet, because, yes, you're hanging in suspension, levitating between the ceiling and the floor of the elevator. You become weightless when suddenly it starts to gradually slow. As it slows down, you just flutter back to the carpet very gently. And as I push the button, the doors slide open, those beautiful golden doors. And then you see the enchanted lobby again. But this time, we take a seat there's a very large round cushion in the middle of the lobby, and this grandeur and splendor that we've never been able to imagine in a worldly form. And now, I want you to repeat after me in your minds. Tonight, I'm going to take my full, conscious, aware mind, alert, into the inner worlds, and I'm going to find my counterpart. And tonight, if you focus, you will find yourself walking through a sunlit valley with beautiful grass that waves in the wind for as far as the eye can see. And in this beautiful place, you'll see a being approaching. And as you both approach one another, the closer you get, the more familiar it feels, until you recognize, and the other being recognizes that, yes, hey, you're me. And you both smile so big. Because the Messiah told you that you had a counterpart. But now you see the actual stars move, and you know that it's real as you embrace and exchange experiences of the various worlds and things that you've encountered. You merge together and become one being, twice as strong, twice as alert, twice as intelligent, superior to either one of you individually. And then onward and upward you go. In curiosity, you search out other worlds and other beings, and you endeavor to raise up in vibration until you come in contact with the actual source of all life, the Creator, the light of Al-Hayy, the life giver. And as you sit next to it, you can see that it demonstrates how supreme an intellect it is and how much it loves you, and endeavors to explain without words that you and it are one. You are one with divine love, and divine love is one with you. And all this time, you've always been convinced that you were a separate drop, but you always knew in the back of your mind that you were a drop that belonged to that infinite sea of divine healing essence of life itself. You were always a part of paradise, and certainly thou wert heedless of it. But the day we have removed from you your veil, your sight is sharp. Where is God? Look in the mirror. Stare long enough, and you see that there's someone looking at you through your eyes. So that if you make a slight gesture, twitch your mouth, or move your eye, there'll be a slight delay in reaction time between you noticing the movement and the being inside noticing it quicker. That's when you'll know, even when walking in this illusory world, that the real you is on the inside looking out. It's almost just like when you're in your car and driving. When you first got it, you weren't used to it. So you squeezed the wheel too hard. You hit the brakes too hard. You're afraid of the gas. You had herky-jerky movements. You had to concentrate. You would perspire a little bit. But after you learned and got comfortable with the car body, you would jump in it, head for your destination, talking on the phone to somebody else in the car, and without missing a stop sign or a light or a child running after a ball in the street, you just ended up neatly parked at your destination without a thought, because the vehicle had become almost an extension of the real you. And you know that every time you left that car and turned it off and went inside, that the car was just a shell, an empty vessel, because there was no repose in it, because you were the life of that car. And without you, it's only a shell. Well, family, that's what you call your body. That's what it is. It's merely a shell. And when you first occupied that as a baby, it was like learning to drive a car. They would give you a bottle over here to the right, you would reach to the left, and it made you so frustrated because you wanted to go that way, but you didn't quite know how to operate this new body. And you would try to walk, and your feet would get tangled up, and you would fall. But after a while and practice, you became so agile and articulate with it that you could write beautifully, cursively, and you could walk and sing and run, and you could do so many intricate things with your body and your hands and your fingers and your mind. And you've become so comfortable in the car, in the body, over a period of what you call time, that you've literally fallen asleep. And now some of you have been convinced that you are that body. But being the sharp beings that you are, you know there's more to it. When you hear a silent voice and then you respond and somebody asks you from another room, who are you talking to in there? And you say, I'm in there talking to myself. So you know there's a duality. You know there's someone else looking when your eyes are closed. So you know that the body is not you, but the being inside that gives life and vitality to the body. But you have forgotten it. And you become a part of this three-dimensional hologramic light show. You started believing it was real. And if the body is real, then time is real, sickness is real, aging is real, death is real, pain is real, hunger is real. You can be cold, or you can be afraid for your mortal body, like not wanting to have an accident in your new car. But you know, just like we all do, that the real you, that is the essence of all, can never be hurt, sick, aged, or touched, or infirmed, or die in any way, because you are the creator. And if it's one thing you know the creator has neither a beginning nor an ending. And that's who and what you are. You are the creator. You are life itself. And you're creating your own reality. Come up here. Learn to mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. Take responsibility in order to have the ability to respond. And always remember that the things that you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at things. Look at yourself differently. Look at who and what you really are. Behold God. Behold life itself. Behold divine love, truth, purity. The wonder of your being. Yes, it is you. Don't be afraid to accept the reality of you and the wonder of you. You deserve it. It is you. And what you've been striving to become, you've always been by nature. Now, we're going to take you back home. Imagine yourself standing with me out on a tarmac at a private airport, and there is a small personal airplane, beautiful Cessna, with enough seats for all of us, beautiful, plush, wonderful, comfortable seats. And as we all file aboard, everybody takes and chooses a seat by a window. And as we start to go down the runway, taxiing slowly at first and then faster and faster, you feel the lift that almost gives you a tickle like the elevator in your belly. And higher we go. At first you're amazed at how close the clouds are getting. Then you remember to look down and at the beautiful trees and at the world beneath you and how beautiful its landscape and its vegetation and its people get smaller and smaller until you can't even see them. They merge into the canvas of the background of what you previously called reality. Yes, this is a wondrous flight you're on. And faster we gain speed as we move ahead. Our destination, the future, the infinite, wonderful future as we dash head on into heaven and life. Then all of a sudden, as we're so relaxed in our flight, you're surprised to realize that when you open your eyes, there's no more walls or windows or seats. The airplane is gone. And all of you are in a prone position, face down, like Superman. You're flying. Straight ahead, you're flying. With ease and natural comfort, you're flying. You're flying through the air. And some of you are so happy and filled with joy that you raise up and rush through the clouds, drop down, and you swerve. You go close to the ground, you raise up, you play with it. You have so much fun, almost like little children. And you have that look when you look into the eyes of one another, the same look that you saw in the children's eyes on that beach, full of light and love and light and wonderment. You just enjoy yourself because you're free. You're free. You're with me, and you're free. Be free. Say to yourself, tonight, this night, I'm going to go into my inner worlds. This night, as an explorer, and I'm going to discover the rocks, the trees, and the various sunsets, and the many types of beings that are there. And I'm going to pull back every curtain until I find that place, the source that beam of light is coming from, the very throne of the Most High, and sit and commune and speak with the Most High, knowing this time that it's me, my own higher self, and that we are one. And I'm healed, renewed, re-energized, purified. I am free. I am God. I am divine love. I'm your brother. I'm Moon Ray. Now I would like everybody to take your hand and hold it up against the light. Look at your candle, your TV, hold your fingers up against it. Put them spread, and now you can see, if you look carefully, with the mind's eye, you can see a little fuzz around your fingers right now, a veiled mist. How many of you can see that? You can see it now. That's the real you. The spirit body, it perspires through the skin. That's what gives life to the illusion of the body. And now your eyes are open and you can see it. Look carefully, the mind's eye, and you see a vague outline around your fingers. At first, you're barely making it out, but it becomes clearer and clearer. It almost looks like a white vapor, but for some of you that have been with me before, you can see it takes on a blue or green hue. But there is a fog, a mist around your fingers, in your hand. And if you hold your hand up, you can see it around your arm and your wrist. That is the spiritual you. That is the God in you. That is the immortal in you. Those of you here that have come out of your body before, and with me, you've come out in blue light or walked through walls, and many of you have. You knew that you were a whole light being. If you ever wondered what you looked like with your body on the bed, that's it. That's the real you. Look and behold God. Look and open your eyes to the truth of you. It's perfect, and it loves you, and you love it. It's immortal. It's invincible, and it is the real you. There are no fears. There's no conflict. Only divine love. That's the only reality. And you, the Creator. Look around your fingers and your hands as they light up. See the vague mist, the fog? Look at it. Move your hands slightly back and forward till you get your best angle of view where you can see it best. Pull your hand closer to yourself. Oh, I can see it. It's blue. I can see the blue light. Oh, closer, I can see it better. Everybody might have a different experience, but I see it closer. I never brought it this close before. I can see the blue light. I can see my aura. It's like that same color that I saw around my mother when she was singing gospels, washing dishes when I was a little boy in Michigan. Yes, I can see that light. That's the true light, the light of the heavens and the earth. That's the light that lights the heart of every man or woman that comes in the world. And as you can see tonight, that's the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. Be free. Say to yourself, I will be free. I am free because I am me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. Continue to look at that light and the wonderment of you. Look at that. Try slowly bringing it closer. Bring those fingers closer so you can see the light in the background. And with the mind's eye, move it further away, side to side. Whichever way it's easiest for you to see your spiritual essence as it perspires through the skin. Because you see, your body is inside of your spirit and binding together to create what we call the living soul. That is, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That's what people call ghost, when somebody separates and then they see their mother come to the foot of the bed like that, or their grandmother, and they've been taught by disagreeable beings, Pete, don't fail me now. No, they just come to give you a beautiful message or that they're all right, or a timely warning about stay away from this one, or you should do this to your benefit. And out of fear and programming, our adrenaline rise, and they turn around and go back, and you miss your message. And all it was the spiritual essence, the real them, outside of the car. Oh, family, we've been deceived. But today, it's time to wake up. The time is now. It's your time. Be blessed, be happy, and be joyful. Get involved in this mission. Wake up, your brothers and sisters. Help us to help you. Never miss a class. Participate. Grow. Learn more and more. Achieve heights that you never, ever dreamed possible. Stop worrying about praying to God. Put your energy into becoming God. I'm your Messiah, your brother, Amun Ray, sent by the Source Creator to you. Now, for many, I was in the world, but this world knew me not. I came to my own, but my own knew me not. But every shepherd knows his sheep, and all of his sheep know their shepherd. And we will gather, and we will meet on that glorious day on Mount Zion. Yes, you will see the crystal city. You will traverse the heavens. You will not suffer the second death. You will receive paradise and all its glory. I love you more than you love yourself. And when you learn more about the real you, you'll know it's true. Amun Ray, the Messiah. I love you now and always. Peace. One question, family. Can you all, one by one, describe to me what you felt or saw? How many of you saw the aura or the mist around your fingers? One at a time. You know how we do it.
Yes.
You speak up as loud as you can, what you saw and felt.
I was just saying how it was fuzzy. I don't know. My hands look, I don't know, they look weird. I don't know.
Fuzzy?
Yeah.
That's it. Well, that's it. That's it.
They don't look the same.
They're not. It's an illusion. Right. But that fuzzy is clear. That is you. Or closer to you, because it's actually a thought world. First is the thought.
And I can feel a tear. I can feel a tear coming out my eyes and stuff when all that was going on.
I love you. But those are tears of joy. Don't let it concern you. It's okay to cry because you're purifying your inner being you letting go and letting God. Just be yourself. It's a different experience to all of us. I love you. The next brother or sister, what did you see or experience?
Just
pretty much the same thing.
Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead. Akir started first, Goddess. Go ahead, Akir.
I can see a lot of fuzz around my hand, white light. It ain't never been that big before.
I know. I saw it too. And when I put my hands closer, it was actually just blue, beautiful blue. Yes. All right. Thank you. And what did you see, sister? Oh, I apologize, and thank you for your patience.
Me too, as well. Also, when you were chanting or talking about the light coming down into our heads and pushing the impurities out of our bodies, I could feel a tingling sensation at the base of my neck, across my right shoulder.
That's it.
Where I've been having a lot of tightness and trouble.
That's exactly where it goes. It seeks out that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel the tightness right now, but I've been feeling it for a while. And,
right.
Yeah.
Well, then you know where to go, because I want you all to remember that place and how to get back there. And I'll show you other wonderful places. I love you.
Think about that elevator ride. It always comes to mind to me, even if I'm not trying to think about it. The next thing I know, I could see it as if it was something that I actually experienced, like
it is
a reality, like that. When I'm talking to you right now, or like a physical reality.
It's called the ascension. It's called the ascension. What's actually happening is that, let me say, that your spiritual light is in your solar plexus concentrated, and it travels up the light corridor of your spinal column. That's Jacob's ladder, with 33 notches corresponding to what you describe as 33 degrees in Freemasonry. It has 7 seals, seat, chakras, or planes, or the 7 heavens. So as the light travels up the spine every night, that's like an elevator. So I use an elevator as a similitude, the same way that I use a car body to you as an infant, spiritual being going into the body of a baby and learning how to drive and control it. You follow me?
Sure.
So it is real. It is happening. And I love you.
I believe that it is real. I think that it is real because
it is real.
It just comes into my mind without me even thinking about it. That elevator ride, that plushness, that feeling, that sand feeling that you speak of, that beneath our feet and squishes between our toes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rahubat.
What it is you're getting closer to it. Yes, Rahubat. What did you experience, family? Rahubat.
I experienced a little fuzzy. It's fuzzy around my hand and a couple fingers like sort of fading out, and I was tingling in the bottom of my feet.
Then that means it pushed all the way through, you see. Tingling at the bottom of your feet means it pushed all the way through and pushed out the bottom of your feet. And when your fingers start disappearing, people got to remember, when your fingers start disappearing, like I've taken many of you deeper and then your whole body, like that I did for the brother in Chicago and a lot of people, I would be 3 feet away from them and make my whole body disappear. And they would ask me, do it again, do it again. But what it is what you got to realize, it's not disappearing, but it's self-realization. There is no body. it's a holographic, it's a projection, an illusion. See? But go ahead, Cecil.
Okay, yeah, that's about it. Feel real.
A little louder if you could now.
Yeah, I feel a lot of vibration and it feels real good. Sweet.
I love you. Because you're full of that light. And your real self is coming forward. You're making the ascension. And I'm happy for you. Raul Bat.
Yeah,
How you going to Louisiana?
Oh, it's good going.
Okay. I love you.
I got a question concerning the spirit, Joe.
Yes.
I know you said we all one, but what about the spirit? Is it just one spirit too, or does everybody have a separate spirit from everybody else?
Everybody has a separate spirit because the spirit, like the body, is a conscious projection. In other words, all there is all, and the mental reservoir of the universal mother mind of all, or thought, because anything you can conceptualize, you can visualize, materialize, actualize, and thereby realize. In short, first is the thought that creates the energy that shapes the forms of the matter. So as from thought, we spiral down from the great throne, and thought, when it congeals or slows down in vibration, it creates what you call soul and spirit. It's more sluggish thought. Thought has substance. And when spirit or soul slows down, it coagulates into what you call matter. All of this is just denser forms of thought. Because, and this is not a class now like that, but thought has substance and it has vibration. That's why when you go into a house with people that say all the right things, and I send you in there and you should be in there, at least 5 minutes, you come out in 30 seconds. What's the matter, Terry? Then they say, well, Abu, they said all the right thing. Baby, we love you. You heard what they said, but you felt what they meant. You didn't like the vibes you picked up in there. That's short for vibrations. Because thoughts have substance, right? You chastise your child and they sit over on the couch and look at you. The way you can feel that, all right, you better put your, don't make me come over there and not slap them eyes out your head. You can feel that thoughts through their eyes. You can feel it like the children on the beach, but not pleasant thoughts. You know what I mean? You can be sitting in a room by yourself and you entertaining a friend, and then your friend goes in the kitchen to fix you all something to drink or something, and while you there and it's 70 degrees and you cooling out, then all of a sudden you start remembering this person that did you real wrong, real bad, and you was trying to help you. They did you dirty, and the more you try not to think about it, the more it comes to your mind, and pretty soon you feel your heart rate moving up, your breathing gets heavy, you got a little perspiration on the tip of your nose and under your arms, on your forehead, and you start thinking, you start getting hot, and you start thinking these malicious thoughts, because you're starting to get mad and angry, and your kundalini is raising up. And when the other person that left you cool and calm comes in, they say, what's happening? What's happening? What? No, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I was just, thinking about this fool. But remember that when they say, look at her now, she sure is hot now. She's 38 hot. Remember that heat is a form of energy like light. So just thoughts alone can create energy. Remember what I just told you. Thought creates energy. So energy and thought are interchangeable. Now, let's look at it from the other perspective. Look at a simple object, like a cigarette. I use the same one so you can remember. That's matter in your mind, right?
Right.
But when you light it, the light and heat becomes two forms of what? Matter or energy. Right.
Yeah.
So you convert the matter into energy. So what you're saying is that matter and energy are interchangeable, right?
That's right.
You can change the matter into energy. And then you're saying that thought and energy are interchangeable. You can change your thoughts into energy, right?
That's right.
So what you're saying, algebra, is that if A plus B, in other words, if matter and energy are interchangeable and thought and matter are interchangeable, that means that thought and matter are interchangeable. That's how you say to a thing, be, and it is. You are creating your own reality. Mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. As a man or woman thinketh, so are they.
Right.
Remember, this is not a class, Terry. Remember.
Right.
Now, did you experience anything in the healing? Did you see your fuzz around your fingers or experience anything tonight?
Well, I came in kind of late because my phone was dead. When you called me, I'm in New Orleans right now too, and my phone, I didn't charge my phone.
All right. Well, tell my people I said, hey, two-way, pocket way. I love you. All right. Now, who's next? The next brother or sister. What did you see or experience? I love you, Terry.
Yeah.
We need some brave soul to step forth and leap empty-handed into the open void. Remember, we won. So if you're here, tell us what you experienced.
I experienced seeing white fog.
Okay, Goddess, can you speak up a lot louder, please, Goddess?
I experienced
and brother, I'll be right with
fog.
you. Say it again.
I experienced a white fog.
Okay. I know usually you see your fingers disappear and all that.
Yes.
Family, this is one of the sisters that walked through a third-story wall in the dark and the grass that was wet and ended up in the daylight and walking through she's experienced things just like the sister that just left and the brother I care that just left. These people have been through some advanced things. But your fingers didn't disappear tonight, you're saying? You didn't see them fade away?
No, it didn't, but I did feel the heat when we were immersed in the, I want to say water or mist for lack of a better term. Yeah. It felt really good.
It felt really good. Okay.
Yes.
Then you received the healing, the purification. You received that in your inner being. Very good. All right. There was another brother that was about to speak. I love you.
Rahubat?
Yes. Rahubat, God.
Yes, I could feel.
Go ahead.
I could feel the energy, the same energy that you move the stars with, like flowing and purging through my body, and I could feel my body separating from my spirit separating from my body, and I could feel the tingling in my feet.
Good. That means it went all the way through.
Strong.
That means it pushed all the way through. Yeah.
I could feel stronger, like some kind of power that came in me, to be able to do things that I wasn't, like, I went back to smoking. I feel stronger not to smoke and different things like that.
Got you. That's the inner strength. That's the reality of you. And I'm glad it went out through the bottom of your feet, because certain of you were on the list for a reason. You follow me? And I want to make sure that you achieve that result to get out the last any thoughts of anything negative, period. Because your thoughts are what's creating your reality. So you have to make sure that you have a sure and a clear and a heavenly mind, and allow perfection to exist in you, because that's what you are. You see, we're spiritual beings, and your spirit is always perfect. Can your spirit get cold or hungry or age or die? Yes or no?
No.
That's right. But as long as you think you're physical, As long as you think you're a car, you can have an accident. You're vulnerable. You're susceptible. You can be cold or get old or whatever. You see what I mean? A car can break that need to go to the shop. It can be, things can happen to a physical body, but not to the real you. So you have to learn how to turn yourself inside out in your perspective of who and what you are. Make that journey within. Come home. I love you all. I'm Brother Amun. Shanice in Chicago, did you experience anything? Anybody else before we hang up?
I forgot to mention that periodically throughout the whole experience, I could see a blue light aura around things.
That's it. That's it. But you're advancing pretty quick. That's it. I just have to get everybody else to advance before times are beyond repair, or they'll be left behind. Don't you see? You have to understand. That's what has to happen. And bless the souls that are working to help me to help them and this mission, because time is short. What we call time is short. And there's so much to do and so little time to do it in. So we have to explode and bloom like a midnight flower. You see what I mean? And then come when they perceive not, almost like a thief in the night, just appear. Got it? I love you all. Amun Ray. I'm your brother.